You need a friend to encourage you. Listen to Christiana, Bamidele. Issues of life is disturbing you. Listen to Christiana, Bamidele. Be encouraged. Be encouraged.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Be Encouraged with me, your host, Christiana Bamidele. Thank you for joining me again today. I want to talk about trust. Trust. What do you think about trust? Well, for me, it is being reliable. It is the fact that you say something, we meet it the same way. And if by any chance there is a mixed up somewhere, you're quick to clear it. And you're a person of integrity. And it's not once, it's not twice, it's something that has repeatedly, happened. And we can say that over time, you have proven to be a trustworthy person. And most importantly, it has to be earned. It's not something you ask for or you get because you think you deserve it. It has to be earned. Now, so many people, think that, oh, why is trust important? Why is it such an important topic? Well, if you look at it very well, lack of trust has destroyed a lot of people, a lot of relationships. All right. People do not feel comfortable around those that are not trustworthy. And so the topic is an important one. And sometimes you make people feel uncomfortable around you, and you will not like the end result because they start to avoid you. So the topic of trust is a very important one. Now, maybe you're thinking, how can I be a trustworthy person? How can people trust me? I think number one, you have to be vulnerable. Let people know who you are. You're not hiding anything, the good, the bad, your strength, the weaknesses. By the way, for the fact that you have a weakness or you have weaknesses does not make you less of a human being. We're all humans, and everyone has their strengths and their weaknesses. And so, if you have just like any other human being on earth, you're not different. It's part of being human. So, but what you do with those weaknesses is what is important. Are you just living there and then say, oh, they're my weaknesses? And no, you keep working on them because we all have to keep working towards perfection. So be vulnerable. All right. Number two, be honest. Be very honest. When you're talking to people, when you're telling people, tell them the real state of things. For example, don't go ahead and show yourself as someone that is, I'm just saying, for example, right? As someone that is, having this, having that, very rich on social media. And those are just audio money, what they call audio money. All right. So if you're not what you are saying you are, people will find out, and then you will be someone they cannot trust, and you can never tell. Somewhere in future, someone may think of you and say, oh, let me give this person this kind of job or this kind of business. But because of one moment of you showing that you are not trustworthy, you may lose that, or even relationships. All right. So be honest. So we've talked about being vulnerable and then being honest. All right. So also, number three, admit it when you're wrong. Anytime you know you're wrong, just admit it. I've talked about weaknesses. It does not make you less of a human being as well if you admit that you are wrong. It only shows that you want to improve more, that you want to learn more, and you're also learning from your mistakes. So admit it when you're wrong, whether it's pointed out, whether you realized it yourself. Go back and say, oh, I was wrong the other time. All right. So, and then you clear it. So again, what you do with that, when you get to know that you're wrong, what you do after that is what is important. All right. The next point, show people that you care. People don't want you to say that, oh, I love you. Oh, I care about you. Show it. How are they going to know? It's by you showing it in action. And everyone have love languages. And I know the topic of love languages applies most of the time to marriage, between couples, husband and wife, man and woman. All right. So, but there are times that the way you communicate or that you approach this friend A is different from the way you approach friend B. So if you know that what you are doing to friend A does not matter to them and will not classify as being a caring person, then don't do it. So yes, if you have friends, try to understand them, understand what they need, what you can do to show that you care, to show them that you really care. But whatever you do, do not take that out of the equation. You have to show. Most people just talk about it without showing it, but you have to show it to people that you care. All right, so that people will know that indeed you're not just saying it, but indeed you care. All right, so the next thing is communicate effectively. All right, so communication is not just by, oh yes, yes, it's something that has to be clear, and for it to be effective, it has to be between two people. So if there is any time, for example, that you have said something and you know that, oh, this person is assuming that they understand, they do not really understand, go back and clear it. Let them know that this is actually what I mean and not this one. So don't allow assumptions to just go like that. And the last point is always let people know where you stand on every issue, on every concern around you, especially when people are looking at you and they want to know where you stand. Let them know where you stand. Don't be in the middle. Don't say, oh, I just want peace. Oh, I don't want this person to be annoyed or that person to be annoyed. If someone is doing what you do not like, be bold enough, be courageous enough to let them know that I do not like this thing. And this is where I stand when it comes to this particular thing. Don't just do as if everything is fine and then later react in a way that will make them feel that, why are you reacting now? You didn't react the other time. So always let people know where you stand. And with these few points of mine, we're done with for the broadcast for today. Please go ahead, like, share, comment, and follow me on all my social media platforms. Till I see you next time. Stay encouraged, be a source of encouragement for others, and stay blessed. God bless you. Bye.